I'm gonna go over 5 tips that'll make you a faster swimmer in the shortest amount of time. The triathlon season is here and you feel like you're swimming all the time with no improvements. Do you have more swimming speed or endurance? How can you even tell? Do you like to sprint or do you thrive on swimming straight at a constant effort? Maybe you're somewhere in the middle and need to figure out how to swim fast in the shortest amount of time. Here are my 5-step process to get you to that swim finish sooner than expected. Number 1, write out a goal. Depending on your race, you will need to decide what goal you have in mind. This is going to depend on the water conditions, whether it's wetsuit legal, whether there's wind, or other people slowing you down, swimming over top of you, or pulling your leg. Physically write down your goal so that you have something to look forward to. No, seriously, get some pen and paper. I'll wait. Okay, so you have your goal. Does it go like this? I want to swim faster. Well, that's not a very specific goal.
Goals need to be SMART goals.
Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and anchored within a time frame. Here's an example of my goal for this season. I want to swim my 1.2 mile swim at the 2023 70.3 North Carolina in a time of 26 flat. For reference, I have done multiple 27-minute half Ironman swims, and I'm now part of a master swim team to improve my swimming speed and endurance. I found myself swimming alone, not pushing myself to the same extent as I do in a group environment. So I'd highly recommend joining a group or setting a time to swim with a buddy who can keep you accountable and race you every once in a while in practice. Make sure you adjust your goals if yours look different than my example. Step 2 is failing to plan is planning to fail. Set specific days and times you want to go swim. This might sound obvious, but if you don't do this, you may run into issues of skipping a Thursday swim because you have more time on Sunday afternoon, then Sunday afternoon rolls around and something comes up. You're busier than you thought, or thunderstorms rolled in and you aren't allowed to swim in the pool. It's better to set yourself a schedule so that you keep yourself accountable, consistent, and not miss each purposeful training session. This leads me into my next step in getting as fast as possible in the pool in as little amount of time. Make each workout purposeful. For example, track workouts for running are on your calendar to make you faster. Tempo runs are there to improve your endurance at specific speeds. Recovery runs are to improve your muscle, tendon, and bone health while increasing your mileage in running. Swimming is no different than these. If you know you need to improve your speed, you need more speed work. If you have the speed but you can't hold that pace for a very long time, then you need to work on your endurance. If you're like many of us that needs to improve technique, then a drill-focused swim session is probably the best thing for you. Don't waste your time doing the same workout or holding the same speed the entire practice. If you know you really need to improve your ankle flexibility before you swim, but you don't stretch daily, then you need to watch this video. There are so many workouts out there and generic training plans that you can get workouts from. But a good swim or triathlon coach will be able to give you a specific workout to improve your speed for the distance you are training towards. For example, let's look at my goal race at 70.3 North Carolina. Here are the 2 sets I'm going to sprinkle into my training plan to work on my top end speed and be able to hold that pace for the duration of the race. Since my goal is to have a 26-minute swim, I will need to be able to complete 2,112 yards in the pool before 26 minutes. So I'm going to train as if it's 2,100 and add a few seconds to my time as buffer instead of doing an extra half a lap. So 2,100 in 25 and 45 seconds is roughly 114 pace. Now I can use that as my goal for my training. 10-100 is best average with 30 seconds recovery while aiming to beat a 114 goal. Doing sets where this is focused on best average will allow you to show how fast you can go. These 100s can be built up from 10 to 12 to 18 to 21 as you progress in your training. My second workout would be a broken down 2100 in the form of 7 300s. This is a very specific workout for my 70.3 race. Tailor this to your event, whether it's 5 300s for an Olympic distance or 7 600s for an Ironman. These would start off with an interval I can make and hit the goal. As the weeks go by, I'll be shooting to hitting my goal pace. So for this set, I would be doing 300s in around 3:45. A few weeks ago, I was able to build up to this set where I completed 10 200s on a 240. Before that, I did 100 all out for time and went a 58. This means that I have the top end speed to hit my goal, but my swimming endurance is not there yet. If you have a favorite set you enjoy doing, comment below. I'd love to hear about new sets that work for people to reach their goals. Subscribe below to stay tuned on more videos where I'm going to show you more sets that'll help you with your Olympic, sprint, Ironman, or half Ironman distance swims. Step number 4 is get feedback often. This can come in many forms, but since you're swimming without a dedicated swim coach to assist you, you will need to do this yourself. Filming yourself or getting someone to take a quick video of you can really help to see how you are swimming. You'll be able to see how many strokes you take per lap, where your hand enters the water, if your body rotates, if it over-rotates, how your kick is doing, and so much more. You can get so much more feedback if you can have the camera underwater watching you swim. If you're interested in a video about different swimmers and how they can improve their swimming with me doing an in-depth video analysis, comment below. If you're not interested in wasting time, then the feedback you need is test sets. A test set, as I mentioned in this previous video, is a set distance or reps of a certain distance that you can compare yourself to your previous swims. For example, one of my test sets I do is 10 200s. This is pretty close to the half Ironman distance that I train for. In this set, I record my times for each 200. And when I do the set again in about 4 to 6 weeks later, I'll see if I improved or not. These test sets not only tell me if I'm improving, but if I'm staying consistent. Consistency is one of the biggest factors in an active, healthy lifestyle. Consistency can reduce the risk of injury and assist you in reaching your goals on the course. Step number 5 is volume. This is the last step in becoming a faster swimmer in the shortest amount of time. Finding time to go to the pool can be a difficult one, especially if you feel the need to swim for about an hour or 45 minutes each time. Now, if you jump from 2 sessions at 45-minute swims to 5 sessions at 45-minute swims, that is fantastic. And as long as you're adding in kicking, fins, and drills, you will be so much faster, efficient, and comfortable in the water. But if you can't make the time to swim 4 to 5 times a week, then you will need to plan a whole bunch of brick sessions. Brick sessions consist of either a swim, a bike, or a run. Usually it's 2 of the above, in any order you like. Generally, the first of the 2 workouts is going to be the focus, and the second one is going to tax your endurance. So, for example, if you're really trying to work on your speed for your run, you can go ahead, run on the treadmill at the gym, do your speed workout, and then go hop in the pool and swim for another 30 minutes afterwards. This way you can get your speed workout in for your run, and then work on your endurance of your swim. Another example of this is you go to your swim, you do that first, you work on your drills, your speed, and then you hop out of the water and hop on a bike.
If you follow these 5 tips, you'll become a faster swimmer in a very short amount of time. If you learned something from this video, please like the video. Why did the triathlete keep on swimming backstroke? Because after lunch, he didn't want to swim on a full stomach. If you want to learn more about technique, then click on this video.